What if I told you the value of this coin isn't always what it says on the front? Most people see 10 pence. Collectors see a mystery. A mystery hidden in the date, the design, the condition, and sometimes even minting mistakes. This coin is nearly 50 years old. And while many examples are common, some details can make collectors stop and take a much closer look. So the real question is, what are you actually holding? Just an old coin? Or something much more interesting? Let's find out. Hey everyone, take a look at this old coin for a second. At first glance, looks like nothing special, just an old British 10 pence coin, dated 1976. But here's the question. Could this coin actually be worth more than its face value? Most people would never think twice about it. They would toss it into a jar, leave it in a drawer, or spend it without a second thought. But coin collectors, they look at things differently because sometimes the most ordinary looking coins turn out to be the most interesting. Today, we're taking a closer look at this 1976 British 10 pence coin. We'll explore its history, its collector appeal, possible errors to watch for, and, most importantly, what it could be worth today. So before you scroll away, make sure you stay until the end, because the details on this coin might surprise you. Let's start with the history. This coin comes from the United Kingdom, and it was issued in 1976. Now that might not sound very old, but remember, Britain switched to decimal currency in 1971. That means this coin comes from the early years of the decimal era. And that's one reason collectors pay attention to it. The 10 pence coin quickly became one of the most recognizable coins in Britain. Millions of people carried these coins every single day, used them in shops, on buses, and in everyday life. But today, many of those coins have disappeared from circulation. Some were damaged, some were melted, and others ended up in private collections. That's where things start to get interesting. Now let's talk about the design. On one side, you'll see Queen Elizabeth II, one of the longest reigning monarchs in British history. Her portrait appeared on British coins for decades. On the reverse side, you'll find the famous crowned lion, a powerful symbol of Britain. The lion stands proudly, representing strength, tradition, and national identity. For many collectors, this classic design is one of the reasons these coins remain popular, even decades later. So why do collectors still search for coins like this? The answer is simple. History. Collectors love coins that tell a story. And this coin represents an important period in British currency. It reminds people of the early decimal era, a time when Britain was adjusting to a completely new money system. Some collectors want every year, others want the best condition possible. And some are hunting for something even more exciting. Mint errors. Now pay close attention, because this is where things get interesting. Most 1976 10 pence coins are normal. But every now and then, a coin leaves the mint with a mistake. Maybe the strike was off center. Maybe there was a die crack. Maybe details appear doubled? Or perhaps something else looks unusual. These errors can attract serious collector interest. That's why experienced collectors inspect every coin carefully, because one small detail can make a big difference. Here's something many people don't realize. Condition is everything. A heavily worn coin usually isn't worth much, but a coin with sharp details or strong surfaces and very little wear can be much more desirable. Collectors often pay premiums for quality. That's why grading matters so much in the coin world. The better the condition, the greater the potential interest. Now let's talk about rarity. Many people assume old automatically means rare, but that's not always true. Some old coins were produced in huge numbers. Others had much smaller mintages. The 1976 10 pence isn't considered extremely rare. However, finding one in exceptional condition is much harder. And that's where collector demand starts increasing. Because high-quality examples become harder to find over time. So, what is this coin actually worth? For most circulated examples, the value is usually modest. But condition changes everything. A better preserved coin can attract more interest. And if a verified mint error is present, the value could increase significantly. That's why every coin deserves a closer look, especially before spending it. The coin collecting hobby is still growing. Thousands of collectors search online every day looking for unusual coins, older coins, rare varieties, and hidden treasures. British coins continue to attract attention around the world, not just in the UK, but also among international collectors. That's why coins like this remain relevant today. So what do you think? Do you own a 1976 British 10 pence coin? Have you checked it closely? Maybe there's something unusual hiding in plain sight. Maybe it's just another old coin. Or maybe it's something far more interesting. Leave a comment below and share your thoughts. And don't forget, the next valuable coin you find could already be sitting in your pocket. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.